You might not know that a cow doesn't make milk until she has a baby. And when she does, she makes enough milk so that she needs to be milked twice a day. Some dairy farmers inject their cows with a synthetic growth hormone called RBGH to make them make more milk. Our cows all walk together to the milking parlor, where their udders are washed automatically to get them clean. Once they enter the milking parlor, they know to go to the milking machines so that our milkers can hook them up to the milking machines. Milk that comes straight out of the cow is called raw milk. That means it hasn't been pasteurized yet. We'll talk about that in a minute. Once the milking is over, the raw milk is pumped through a pipe that lowers the temperature to 37 degrees. We keep our raw milk cold so that bacteria hardly grows. Bacteria is what makes milk go sour. So if the bacteria isn't allowed to grow, the milk tastes better longer. Each one holds 7,000 gallons of milk. This is how the raw milk gets back to our processing plant, called the dairy. When the raw milk arrives here, it's tested again for purity before it goes into a big holding tank called a silo. It's kept cool there in the silo until it's pumped out to a separator that separates the cream from the skim milk. From there, the cream is added back in different amounts to make Klein-Peters skim milk, reduced fat, and 2% milk. Pasteurized means that raw milk is heated to 161 degrees for 3 seconds before it's cooled again. This helps keep the bacteria from growing quickly. Homogenized means that the milk and the cream are blended together so that they don't separate after sitting on a shelf for a while. Kleiner milk is checked again and again. We make them in all different sizes for our milks: gallons, half gallons, quarts, and pints. Once the containers are blown and cooled, they travel on a conveyor belt where their labels are put on. An inkjet printer prints a waterproof date on each container, along with the time it was bottled. This tells you how long the milk will stay fresh. We put our code date on the shoulder of the container to make it easy for you to see when you're buying our milk from the dairy case. Once our containers get a label and a code date, they then travel to the bottling machine, where the milk is pumped into each container and sealed before it's placed in a milk crate. Once the milk is crated, it's sent to a very cold cooler to wait until it's loaded onto a delivery truck.
It's loud. And each one wears an ear tag